It's time for SideScrollers from ScrewAttack with your hosts, Stuttering Craig.
Die.
Chad.
I'm not having any fun. The plot's gone all to hell, and any second now, the outro's probably gonna come in and cut us off from whatever we're.
And Professional Jared.
I hope your pretty little hands aren't tired, because you're gonna make me a coat hanger.
And now, broadcasting from the World ScrewAttack headquarters in Dallas, Texas, it's the SideScrollers.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. What's going on, everybody? Hi, I'm Stuttering Craig.
I'm Chad.
And I'm Jared.
Welcome to the most entertaining 30 to 45 minutes of your video game week. It is SideScrollers from ScrewAttack.com. Hello, everybody. How are you, Chad? How are you, Jared?
Yes. Good. You didn't really have time to respond. You already...
Good. It's on.
Yeah.
All right, great.
We're starting out with high fives.
I know, high fives
Energy.
all the way around. This is crazy and fun. All right, so hey, it's SideScrollers and Mando. We have a lot of stuff going on the site this week. It is Review-mageddon, Review Central, Review Crazy, right, Jared?
Yep. Review-mageddon.
We got lots of reviews going on the site right now because it is the fourth quarter of the year of the gaming world, and it's time to talk about video games and stuff. So we got Brian, he's going to be taking a look at the Halo Combat Evolved, and this past week we had everything from Modern Warfare and Skyrim and Sonic Generations got up late last week, so good God, so much stuff coming up.
Everything came out.
Need for Speed the Run, which I'm kind of intrigued to see how that plays out.
Right out of the box on Rocksmith.
Yeah, Rocksmith got hit. We've been playing a bunch of new games, so if you haven't seen any of that stuff, go back and watch it. You can bitch about Modern Warfare 3. It'll be great. Which I think what we're going to do today, right?
Yep.
That's going to be the middle segment. We're going to, Jared has found some gripes about Modern Warfare 3, and it'll be interesting because just the internet is full of blaze about, or full of buzz about Modern Warfare 3. And everyone wants to talk about it, whether it's positive or negative. So, also, I want to announce the winners from the 3 Ways to Win contest. This past week, you can win 3 separate ways. You can follow ScrewAttack News on Twitter, you can write blogs, or you can retweet stories from ScrewAttack News. So these are the 3 winners from this past week. You all win some sort of great tangible item from the giant list of stuff, and a free month of Advantage content. Yes. So the 3 winners this week are from the ScrewAttack News. Following ScrewAttack News on Twitter, which once again is at ScrewAttack News, not very hard. Mark and Self. Mark and Self is your Twitter handle. We still need to get your G1 username, but we'll get it. For retweeting at ScrewAttack News, you get G1 Toa Idar. Toa Idar. Congratulations. And the winner for blogging, just creating news and blogging and stuff like that, and just doing what you do on a regular basis, G1 Jets.acx. Congratulations.
Yay.
Way to go. Also, yes, free stuff is great. Speaking of free stuff, we also have a super mega pre-Black Friday deal going on in ScrewAttack store. You want to tell people about that, Chad?
Yeah, absolutely. Now through November 27th, I believe it is. I just sent you that email.
Well, let me pull it up real quick. I'm working on it. Promo. 27th, yes.
Yes! Now through November 27th, any order that's over $19 gets a free t-shirt from ScrewAttack store. It could be pretty much anything. So it could be AVGN t-shirt, SGC t-shirt, ScrewAttack t-shirt, just anything. And we got a whole bunch of new t-shirts that we just released on ScrewAttack store, which are just kind of like general gaming, hilarious, awesome t-shirts.
Long Lawn Ranch t-shirt.
Yeah, we thought they were cool, so we made them.
Yes, they're really, really great. So go at least check them out. If you're into nerd culture and you're into nerd hilarity, people will be like, they'll just give you the knowing nod when you're at events. They'll be like,
there you go.
Yeah, you know. And you'll be like, it's because of your shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
So basically what we're saying is you can get a new t-shirt and then also get one free right now.
And friends.
Yeah.
You'll get friends from the t-shirts.
And get friends.
It's
That's
weird.
$19 for friends.
I'm just saying. All right.
Friends are normally sold separately.
Yeah, normally. All right. Okay, so yes, lots and lots of stuff going on, obviously. I can't even begin to talk about the amount of content that we are producing right now. It's ridiculous. But right now it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody's most favorite segment. It's time for
Hard News.
All the day's news from this past week. It's time for Hard News.
I want to start with something that I think both of you will enjoy.
Yes?
If you haven't heard already. There's a good chance that the Simpsons arcade game is coming to consoles.
I actually haven't heard this.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There is essentially an ESRB trademark not enough trademark filing, but a rating done in Australia for the Simpsons arcade game, with being published by Konami. It doesn't actually name platforms, release date, or price, or anything like that, but judging off of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or X-Men arcade game, it's likely that's going to be PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Arcade. And they said, yeah, Simpsons Arcade could be coming. It's rated, was essentially PG there, so E10 here for fantasy violence, for punching people.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. And I know your joke on Hard News this past week was like, was you can buy it for $15, then regret paying $15 for it after you beat it once and you realize you can't go back into it and play it again, I guess. But I agree with you on that, because I think a lot of people will go through and they'll go, oh.
Yeah, I wasn't hating the game. Like, the Simpsons arcade game is a great game, but with like any one of those beat 'em ups, especially a game like that where it's quarter based and you essentially have unlimited quarters and there's all challenge is gone. As soon as you play through it once, it's like, oh, now what?
And that's exactly what I was saying for the X-Men game, because the X-Men game is short. And when I found out they were selling it for $15 or whatever, that was ridiculous. Like, because you really, you can only go through it so many times. And like, I know the Colossus, is always fun, but like.
Well, I think if they made a mode in it that was geared towards not just pumping credits in, and you could just go through and play, and you only had 10 credits. Like, what was the game? We were playing Proteus on Screwing Around this past week, and Proteus, you had like 5 credits to beat it, or 10 credits, or whatever it was, and you can get as far as you could. But once the credits were done, they did that a lot in old school games, where you only had a certain number of credits, and once your credits are done,
back to the title screen.
You're back to the title screen. I think if they did that, I think people would enjoy it a heck of a lot more.
Yeah,
that's true. I agree.
Because it would bring back that old school challenge of actually trying to get through with a limited amount of continues.
You only had $2.25 to get through the game.
Yeah.
So, I think that'd be really, really great. But I do think at $15, it still is a good deal, because it's one of those things where, well, yeah, initially you're going to go in, you're going to go, oh, okay, I beat it, and you're going to play through it and run through it really quick. There's just that ability to pull it up at any time on a whim. Whereas, like, we go to arcade auctions, and people, like, that's one of the games that everybody wants. Everybody wants that Simpsons arcade game.
Right.
And they'll pay $600, $700 for that thing. And it takes up way more space, and it takes up a corner of your house or your garage or wherever you put it. And once you're done with that, you can't just quit it. It's still there the entire time.
I'll say this, it needs to have online play to justify it.
Oh, absolutely.
Price like that.
Absolutely, it has to have like co-op online play.
Which the X-Men and Ninja Turtles had that, so I don't see why not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and plus it's a little bit of a longer game than X-Men, so.
Yeah.
It's harder, and a lot of people don't realize this, but the hit detection in that is really not very good.
No, it's not.
Terrible.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time just like whiffing. Yeah.
Next story. When the Wii U was announced, it was getting a lot of flack, and justifiably so, but Nintendo has been listening to the feedback, and they've taken a lot of that into consideration, as the newest reports are saying that the Wii U can now support up to 2 tablet controllers.
Hooray! What was that? How many can their old consoles ever since the 64 do? Oh wait, never mind, there was an adapter for SNES. Oh, and NES. How many was that?
Yeah, they'll have
4.
They'll have an adapter for the Wii U. They'll also do
Yeah, there you go.
I don't.
Plug in your giant Wii U controllers.
That way you can play Bomberman with your tablets,
There you go.
which would be awesome.
Bring back a multi-tap.
We mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but I'm legitly worried about the Wii U, and I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are just going, I don't know, because I think that they want to gear towards this hardcore audience, but this tablet scares me. The iPad is neat, but I don't want to play my video games on it, And I realize that a lot of people play the games and their Angry Birds and such on their tablets and such. But if it's going to be geared towards a hardcore audience, hitting a golf ball with my Wiimote on my Wii U.
That was the stupidest thing I thought they showed in that demonstration. It's like, you can put this on the ground,
On the
so you can
ground.
see your golf ball on the ground. And it's like, I don't need to look at the ground, I can look at the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
It scares me, and I think they're really, 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 really doing something not good.
If anything, if the reports are true, if they're actually listening to feedback, that's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Now, if they
Now,
could,
if friend codes are gone and they actually have legitimate online infrastructure, maybe.
if
Yeah.
they could just, I don't know, not name it the Wii U, and
You always come back to that, man.
I was talking to my wife about it this past week, and I was like, "What does the Wii U mean to you?" And she goes, "Sounds like something that I already bought." And I was like, "Exactly." So
That's the same flag that the Super Nintendo got over Nintendo.
really, because I think
There were news reports of it. There's actually someone posted a YouTube video of an old 90s like news report
Really?
from the Super Nintendo's coming out, and you hear the exact same complaints. Parents are like, I don't understand why I need to buy an all-new console when our current one is working just fine. I think Nintendo's being really greedy.
Sure, but it's a totally different time in that the NES for a lot of parents was their first console to buy. Now, granted, video games were around prior then with the ColecoVision.
Wii's a lot of first console for a lot of people right now.
Well, but at the same time, you're looking at it's a different age, you know? Information travels so much faster. And I don't know. You know, her exact phrase was, it sounds like something, it sounds like a university. Wii U.
Wii U.
Yeah, Wii University. She sounds
Yes, because it's going to be the console that teaches you and lets you graduate into the world of video games.
Not if it only has 2 controllers.
But for a hardcore gamer, that should be the destination. This should be the world of video games, because that's what they want, right?
Yeah, I don't really know.
I don't really know.
Yep.
And the thing is, if they're changing all these things, doesn't that only put a hamper on development for third-party folks? You know, like Ninja Gaiden 3 is supposed to be one of the first launch titles that comes out. So if they're making all these changes to I don't know whether it's hardware or anything, it's.
Well, I'm sure they're just doing improvements. Just like the development kits, as they're constantly sending those out.
Like a name change. Just throwing it out there.
Like, I'm pretty sure the only reason they still call it the Wii U is because you can still use all of your old Wii controllers on it. That way people...
How many? Can you use 4 or only
all
2?
4.
Okay.
Last story, and this is, I guess a little bit more serious, whatever. Valve got hacked.
Bring it down a little
Yeah,
bit.
bring
Bring it down.
We're gonna talk serious time now.
Okay.
Valve was hacked.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Not specifically Valve. What happened was that their Steam forums, not the Valve forums, but the Steam forums got hacked into by a bunch of advertisements from a group calling themselves fucking owned. FKN0WNED.
Okay.
Owned. With just advertisements saying, hey, come to this website if you want undetectable hacks so you can be at the best at any game and porn. That's pretty much what it said. And at first people were like, oh, what does this mean? And Valve's like, oh, this is just our forums. It's not a completely different service. Don't worry, it's fine. You guys will be okay.
We're not PlayStation.
Yeah. And then a few days later, Gabe Newell came on and said they actually managed to get into one of our databases that has customer information, billing addresses, email addresses, crap like that. However, they did say there's currently 0 evidence of any of that information actually taken. All the credit card numbers on there were completely encrypted. But again, no evidence of it actually being taken. But this is still something that happened. So because of this, Valve is saying that they are not going to force a password change upon everybody, but they highly recommend that you do so.
Have you ever once clicked on anything like that? Like when something's getting hacked and there's advertisements or anything, like, you know, stuff like that. Have you ever?
Once when I was in the mood for porn.
Congratulations. When you had to, I'm sure, reinstall your OS after
Worth
that.
it.
But no, really though.
Yeah. I think it's more just like a viral thing because now people are Googling fucking owned and they want to check it out. And
Which the weird part is that fucking owned is not taking responsibility. They're saying it wasn't us.
nice. Maybe it was like it's like West Side Story where there's one group of hackers and they want to compete against the other. Yeah, they're up against the other hackers.
Because one of the hackers
and they meet in the center with a nice fight.
Rival hackers family.
That's right. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Have you seen West Side Story?
I just know it's about a bunch of gangs and they sing and there's knife fights.
That's good.
Go cool, Craig.
That's hard news.
That's all I know about gangs.
They snap.
That's right. Constantly.
So if you're walking down an alley on a dark night and you hear, you best start.
Oh jeez.
Or get your wallet out.
Okay, that's our news.
I'm just saying. It's a fact of life. All right. Okay, so last week, or was it 2 weeks ago?
Last week.
Was it last week?
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3 was released, and man oh man, is it one of the most polarizing games in history. A lot of people are, we put a poll up on the site, which was really interesting to look at. We put a poll that pretty much asked why people hated Modern Warfare 3, or why they thought people were hating on Modern Warfare 3. And I actually want to pull that up because it was split like right down the middle. I had 5 options, and there were 5
Right down the middle.
Yeah. Look, you'll understand here in a second. Right down the middle.
All 5 are equal.
Yes, exactly. Which to me says right down the middle. All right. Why do you think gamers, some gamers complain too much about Modern Warfare 3? The results. There was, okay, maybe it's a little bit more, but the questions were, it's annual release, gamers' elitist attitude, the grammar aspect of the series, it's cool to hate, especially on the internet, and haters gonna hate, right? And 37% said it's an annual release, 14% said gamer elitist attitude, 14% said the grammar aspect of the series, and the other 35% came from it's cool to hate and haters gonna hate, just because people want to hate. So obviously I like the game, Chad likes the game.
Yeah.
Jared, you were on the boat that does not like the game.
Yeah, I'm not really enjoying it.
Now, why don't you like the game very much?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've grown out of the Twitch gameplay of it. Like, I've been playing Battlefield 3. I've been really enjoying Battlefield 3 because I enjoy the more team-based, objective-based games where, I'm playing with my friends, we have a squad, and we are actively working together to defend this objective or go over and destroy the MCOM station while covering each other. Whereas Modern Warfare, yeah, they have those objective-based games, but no one plays it like that. They just try to go out and get those kills.
Sure. Well, I mean, yeah, I was playing Domination this past weekend, and there was just one guy camping. I mean, and technically he was doing his job.
Yeah.
Well, he was protecting like the sea base or whatever, but he was literally just laying down, and as people came around the corner, just taking him out. And he was just, I mean, there's airstrikes going off constantly, and it was this guy just dominating the match. And he was protecting, but at the same time, he had this perfect spot where he was just taking everybody out, and he ended the game with like 52-3 or something like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Need him.
You couldn't get the grenade off. He just sniped you right at the bat. Anyway,
See, that's what I would do. Like, when we got to like Domination or whatever, I'd be the guy who I was like, I'm gonna pick this flag, I'm just gonna stay here and defend it the whole time. It's like I don't look at the radar, see a red dot, and just rush at it and just go, kills people.
see, but the thing is, I think that when you play people who are really good and teams that are really good, they're patient like that. Yeah. And that when you play clans and things, you get absolutely destroyed because they play a team-based game.
Whereas they're MLG Pro.
But if you were to go in and just play like a regular team deathmatch or a dom match without friends, then you're bound to get, destroyed because there's no continuity, there's no teamwork involved. You said it with yourself. When you go in and you play with your friends on Battlefield 3, you guys do your best to hold down stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas like the other night when we did our LAN, we were working together as a team pretty well and saying, hey, get to be.
Yeah, we were calling out everything. We only lost, I think, like 2, maybe 3 games the whole night. So.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to whether or not you're playing with your friends or if there is that continuity, because playing online I think just totally ruins that aspect unless you're playing with your friends.
Yeah, and I know what you're saying, like a lot of people are just out to get, because the game is very fast paced, it's about a lot of kills and stuff like that, but you can totally exploit people who are trying to do that stuff, especially in objective games, like for example Kill Confirmed. The funnest thing to do in Kill Confirmed is to kill someone, or if your teammate gets killed, and then just take a few steps to the side, put yourself just around a little piece of cover, and you'd be surprised at how many times people will just like tunnel vision that dog tag to try and run and get it, and you just keep killing them, and then like they just keep going. So,
now, all Twitch gameplay aside, I was also really thinking about it, and another reason I'm really not enjoying the game is because I don't really care for any of the maps.
Really?
I don't know about you guys, but I have yet to find a map where I'm like, yeah, this one. Whereas like,
not even Dome?
No.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I love that map.
That's crazy, man.
Like I keep hearing everyone like loves Dome the much, and to me that one's just kind of.
It's so fast-paced, and I think that's, I really like the fast-paced aspect of Modern Warfare, and it sounds like you're not that big a fan of it, which kind of...
Like, it's not because I suck at it or anything, because I do okay.
Yeah.
I'm not amazing by any means, but I do well enough. But, there's a lot of... Maybe it's just because... I don't know if it's just not having enough time with it, or just the way it was designed. Probably... Personally, I think it's because of the way it's designed, but, Call of Duty 4 has very iconic maps. Modern Warfare 2 has very iconic maps. Even Black Ops has some iconic maps. I haven't really seen any maps in Modern Warfare 3 as like, yeah, I'm gonna remember that for days or for months to come.
Dude, I couldn't disagree more. Cause first of all, Dome's good for your fast-paced gameplay, whatever. I love. I've never been good at map names, by the way. But
okay.
The one that has the broken freeway and you go under it, and a tunnel like that, and it's got the house on the 2 sides. There's the tunnel, there's the houses. It's just a big broken freeway, and it's just there's a whole underground area.
Is it called Freeway?
No, it's not. It's not the houses. It's the bank and the.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the city. I think it's called Downtown.
Yeah, so it's in the city, and that's an awesome map. They've done tons and tons of really entertaining maps. One of the things that they did in this game that I like so much is they've pretty much catered every map to however you want to play, you can, because there's a path for it. If you want to run and gun with an SMG, there's a path that you can go that's a lot of close corners and cover. If you want to play assault rifle, there's usually that mid-range path that has like, a couple corners, but you peek out and you got about a mid-range place before you get another corner or where you'll see an enemy. Then also there's usually 1 or 2 snipe spots in every map if you want to play long-range snipe game. And if you go around and you look, they've set up almost every single map so you can play it how you want. The biggest thing that I was disappointed with in terms of maps is just the fact that there is no sniper map. And I really miss that, because like in, for example, Overgrown in Modern Warfare 2, it was like, Overgrown, this is why I've got my snipe class, and everyone switches to it and have a bunch of fun.
Well, that's kind of one of the same things that it sounds really weird, but Modern Warfare 3's maps lack a distinct personality with each one. They're all very essentially urban-like environments, like almost all of them, whereas Call of Duty 4, you can think of like Overgrown, or Modern Warfare 2, that big kind of field map where you have like the kind of bunker thing in the middle, or Black Ops where you had like the large kind of satellite snow map. Like those to me are far more distinct, but like nearly every map I played in Modern Warfare 3, it's a lot of buildings, it's a lot of kind of urban environment. Maybe it's just because of the way they based it off the single player campaign, but it's just, I don't know, they're all much more similar this time around.
That's so weird, because I mean, like, you've got the map where you're in the mall. Like, that's, very distinct.
Urban?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. But, I mean, Dome, that's outside. It's got the big dome thing, instead of, it's not a satellite, but it's the same.
I can only think of one map that I'm not a big fan of, and and everybody else is a fan of that map, and that's Village. Everyone likes Village except for me.
I love Village.
And
I think I know which one you're talking about.
That's the one that you're in Africa.
There's like a cave on one side, the other side's tiny houses.
Yeah.
And all roads lead to that car. God, I get so many kills there. There's like the car in the corner, and there's just 4 paths that lead to it.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's interesting just to kind of hear kind of your thought process and stuff. I mean, obviously, Chad and I like Call of Duty a lot, and I think you liked Call of Duty, and now you're.
Yeah, I've played all the other ones except World at War. I never really. No, even though I did play that one. I played that one online. I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. What about the bigger picture? I mean, obviously, you're not a huge, or you're not really drawn to it. Do you think it's also because, some of these reasons, it's like you're kind of getting burnt out from the annual releases of it, or do you just not like the guns, or is it just, is there something?
No, nothing like that.
Do you mind the annual release at all?
No.
Really?
I don't, because of the way they're doing it. If it had been like Modern Warfare 2, next year Modern Warfare 3, it might get a little oversaturated, but they go back and forth, and they're like, okay, here you go, Treyarch's turn, it's not Modern Warfare,
Well, that's
it's something
for
different.
development reasons, so they can get 2 years on each instead of a year, so it comes up being a better game.
Right, and it
But
also
anyway.
helps work out for the annual release, because it's something a little different. But
Just because there's a lot of games that get annual releases, but because Call of Duty is the most successful one, people hate on it.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was going to mention some other games right now that just they're just flying under the radar because there's so many big games that are coming out. Like you mentioned Call of Duty, and just so many. Even like, I wonder how well Mario 3DS is going to do. Just because there's so many big games. I know that I just took a total left turn.
yeah, I was like,
but
It'll do well, it's Mario.
yeah. All right. Anyway, so why do you guys hate Modern Warfare 3 or like
Why do you
Modern
like
Warfare
it?
3? Yeah. Like, what is your opinion on it? Obviously, I know that a lot of people. It's really caught me off guard, I guess, by the community reaction. And we have our community voting, and a lot of people just, like, I think Mega64 did a phenomenal job with their latest Game Journalist video, where the response that I got from the review I did on Modern Warfare 3 was, right off the bat, even though people didn't even play the game yet, they're just like, it sucks. It sucks. I haven't played it, but it sucks.
yeah.
It sucks because it's Modern Warfare. It's because it's Call of Duty. And it's like, you're not even going to give it a chance. Even Brian has reviewed Madden a couple times. And Brian, you liked the most recent Madden, right? I mean, yeah, you liked it, and you could see the subtle changes and the small changes. If you were to go back, and I said this in my review, if you were to go back and play Modern Warfare, like the first one, Call of Duty 4, it's archaic compared to the new Call of Duty. It is archaic. Go back and play it, and that was just 4 years ago. And you think about the development time between games like Skyward Sword, right? Skyward Sword came out, and Twilight Princess. The development time was, what, 4 or 5 years between
Each, yeah.
Yeah, so, if the leap between Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 1 is huge, I just wonder if the leap between Skyward Sword and what's the Twilight Princess is the exact same. You know, if it's that much difference over.
And you'll find out in the official Screw Attack review coming soon.
Nice.
So, anyways, it's an interesting way to think about it. It just depends on if you are going to go into it closed-minded or not. I guess. So, all right.
Modern Warfare talk.
Yes. All right. Let's have a little fun now, gentlemen, and let's hit on some funny news stories from around the internet. I would like to thank all the G1s who sent in some of their suggestions this past week, including G1 Neil Haas, G1 Adrian, who didn't send me their information, G1 Franklin, and G1 Pedro Figos.
All right.
Yes. All right, cool. So let's go to...
Hold up. We're missing something.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's time for the SideScroller News Desk. All right. Let's go to South Africa.
All right.
Where, look, we all have our pets. You got a cat, you got a dog.
Yeah.
I got a dog named Bowser. He's great. And you've had domestic pets in your life, yes? Yes. So, in South Africa...
Unsure questioning there.
Well, yeah.
You've had a pet, right?
Right?
Yeah. No, I've always been alone.
I did, but then I killed it to watch the life leave its eyes.
Nope.
Anyway.
All right, so way to take it to a dark place, Chad.
So, what kind of pet does this guy have?
And that's the news desk.
Well, apparently in South Africa they do things a little different, or at least this guy does, because he has a farm where he had a hippo. A hippo.
Pet hippo?
Pet hippo, which,
awesome.
as you can see, he's riding his pet hippo right here.
That's dangerous. Hippos will mess you up.
Yeah, hippos, they're not afraid of humans.
No, they will devour you.
How many hippos did he have?
Well, he had one, which as you can see, he's playing with this hippo right here.
I was really hoping.
We do have some B-roll, which is great to be put on top here.
How often does he have to feed it?
I was really hoping he was going to try and create a real-life game of Hungry Hungry Hippos.
People. So him and the hippo, they have a great relationship. They love each other. They love each other a lot. I mean, to the point where this guy says, Humphrey, the hippo, is like his son. He's just like a human, right?
Okay.
Just like that.
They are right.
Right.
They are in tune with each
Completely
other.
rebellious in his teenage years and disappointed me every day.
Which is why last week, Mr. Ellis's bloody body was found in a river on the farm after the hippo attacked and killed him.
Oh no! Oh wow! Left turn.
Yeah.
Whoa!
He's like a son to me. Fuck you, Dad!
I thought this was like a warm, feel-good story about a dad and his hippo.
No, the hippo, it's funny because he actually...
Hilarious, yeah.
He saw his own fate when he actually said, because this guy was interviewed for having this odd pet, and he said he had nothing but good things. He said, you know, people think you can only have relationships between dogs, cats, and domestic animals, but I have a relationship with one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. And he was very proud of that. And he said that Humphrey could rip a man my size apart with no problem.
Humphrey's like, really?
Guess what? Yeah, Mr. Ellis is dead.
Aw.
Sorry.
Wow.
Next story.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's go to Charlotte, North Carolina, where man oh man. Okay, we've all been there. We've all been on the.
I've not been to Charlotte.
No. We've all been to this destination, which I'm about to point out, which is the toilet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We've all been to the toilet, and we've all had the time where we reach over and we grab for it, and the TP's just not there.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You've been there, right, Jared?
No.
Shut up. You've never reached.
I've always come prepared.
Get out of here.
Jared gives it back up.
Even as a kid, you're never like, Mom, can you bring me toilet paper?
I always have at least 22 tiles in my back left pocket.
22.
That's what it takes. That's the number.
Every time. It's all.
Down to his science. All right.
That's nice. All right, so well, let's just say you used up those 22, and you're in a hotel room, and
A hotel didn't even have the
hotel.
That was a very good
the hotel did not have extra toilet paper for this
Call
gentleman.
guest services.
Terrible hotel.
Well, this guy was so mad. He was pissed they didn't have any extra toilet
He
paper.
wiped his ass on the shower curtain.
Well,
I
no,
was
he
thinking towels.
He didn't even wipe. He just got up and started beating the shit out of stuff in the hotel room, causing $2,000 worth of damage.
What? Literally beating the shit out of like.
Poop in my butt!
Dude went in the hotel room.
The maid walks in, he's just dragging across the carpet like a
like a dog. all good. It looks up.
Yeah. Next time, put extra toilet paper.
Upon entering the room, he proceeded to clog the toilet, which is ironic because what is he going to clog it with? You wonder. Clog the toilet, causing damage, water damage to the toilet room, and
Toilet room, is that what it says?
yes, $2,000 in carpet and ceiling charges. So
Wow.
he went on to break a blow dryer and several lights, including about $90 in extra charges. So
Who just gets that mad?
I don't know.
Well, you know what?
I just like
bet
your
that
image.
hotel now has 5 toilet paper rolls per bathroom for the rest of their business
That's right.
career.
They will never
Never again.
undersell it
Oh
for
my
sure.
god.
All right, finally, let's move to those chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so
Ever seen Ginger Snaps?
Is that a candy?
yeah,
It's a really shitty B horror movie. Never mind.
all right.
Sounds like a candy.
So this dude from Milwaukee was online, and he's talking to this girl, and he's like, "What up? Hey, I want to be your man."
ASL.
Yeah, that's right. It's like location, and she said, "Hey, I'm from Arizona, and I'm 19 years old. Want to come to my place and get it on?" And he's like, "Boing, let's do it."
Yeah.
So, dude hopped on the first flight from Milwaukee down to Arizona, where he met up with this girl, and it gets better.
15.
No, she's 19. She's legit 19.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's good.
And she looks at him. She goes, "Hey."
Let's do it.
I'm not gonna look at you and say this. She goes, she says, "Hey, sexy guy, how would, oh, should I hold on for this, Brian? Brian needs to queue up.
Close up.
Okay, hold on. Hey, sexy guy, I'm a female, and I'm 19, and I have this roommate here who's really hot for you. What would you think about having a threesome with me and my roommate?" I have a feeling that's
Did
gonna.
the guy jump and high five everyone in the airport?
I was like, yes! All right, so
an orgasm right
So he
there.
gets there, and they're gonna have their three-way, and she's like, well, let's kinky it up a little bit. I want to do a little tantric stuff, and tantric, of course, I guess there's cutting and stuff.
Wait,
and-
what?
Well,
Cutting?
I don't know. Like, there's like
Some people are into that shit.
some people are into like a little like
Pain for
pinching
pleasure.
and punching and cuts and stuff.
Kiss my
And-
neck. Yeah.
And this guy was like,
Yeah.
this guy was like, let's do it. I'm down.
I just really want to have sex with
I
one
will
guy.
do anything to make this threesome happen.
I've got two 19-year-old chicks who look like they're from the devil,
Yeah.
ready to slop on my knob.
Way to pull that one out. Wow. It's
And
straight from the 90s.
I know, it was great. It was really great until he was sliced and stabbed and slashed 300 times.
300?
Oh my god.
Who
counted?
Well, the not the coroner,
They have a chalkboard?
but the police did. After he's like, whoa, it's gotten a little too far. And dude was like sliced up. He's got scars all over his body now because these chicks wanted to go all tantric on him.
That's ridiculous.
Jesus
After the 110th stab, you
I
gotta
know.
think to yourself, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
This is getting a little too far there, ladies.
Yeah, seriously.
Please stop.
This guy must have been desperate to have a threesome.
Can we get back to the sex part and less the stabbing and?
Yeah.
I mean, with all that blood loss, there's no way you could have kept having sex.
Good point.
Like,
know,
physically
that's-
impossible.
So they had a couple books
No,
that they were going off of.
cutting.
The Necromantic Ritual Book and the Werewolf's Guide to Life.
I totally called it with Ginger Snaps. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyone who's watching will get that.
No,
reference.
what? Explain.
It's a B
apparently-
shitty horror movie where they're like one sister gets turned into a werewolf, and I don't remember if they both become werewolves. Sam and I watched it. There's like a whole series of them. They're so bad that it's good.
Okay.
So anyway, they're like werewolf chicks, and like that's what they look like.
Oh, okay, I was
So
gonna
that's
say-
why I was like, have you seen Ginger Snaps? And then you said they had the werewolf book. So like
Maybe these chicks started in it.
maybe it's them.
That's right. Anyway, so the guy did live. Congratulations.
That's
Well,
impressive.
he's had a threesome.
Where was he stabbed? The foot?
I hope they didn't
Everywhere.
cut his dick. That would suck.
I would think he got stabbed everywhere. So
I think getting cut anywhere and stabbed 300 times would suck.
yeah, for sure. And I'm sure it wasn't like, I'm sure it was just like little tiny stabs or
Yeah.
whatever.
Still.
But yeah, exactly. Like
He was uncomfortable for weeks.
The
Like,
entire time, I'm having such a great story from back home.
yeah. Oh my God, what happened to you? Threesome. You know, like,
What up?
Nice.
All right, so that's the news desk for this week. Very nice. Way to go. And Just be wary of traveling cross country to take on a tantric threesome with two 19-year-old chicks. Just saying.
Sorry.
They will stab you.
It's still, I don't know. It's one of those things you gotta weigh your options.
Really,
No,
Chad?
no.
So threesome came up, but there's stabbing involved. You're like, maybe.
It depends on the stabbing. I'd just get it all. I'd get it all in writing.
Well, let's go to foreign questions.
Yep, seamless. All right. So, oh no, it's not seamless.
I'll do some stabbing of my own.
All right.
What's that supposed to mean, Jared?
It means I'll take my penis and insert it into her vagina with the stabbing thrust motion.
Yep. So, Micah Kogan
Thanks
asks,
for clearing that up.
I'm a big climber and also a big gamer. So my question is, aside from gaming, what do you guys like to do?
I'm still caught off guard by Jared's last statement.
Dick stabbing? Okay, that was established.
I need to put an age gate over this one, this episode. I'll tell you what.
Show anything? We can talk about it.
What do I like to do outside of video games and stuff? You guys know I like sports. I like to play sports. Yesterday I went to the track and ran for the first time in a while. I don't really run
Really?
very often. Yeah, I ran.
Really? You got out the power pad and yeah.
I broke the world record.
Nice.
It was great. Yeah. Yeah, I did 2.5 miles, and I ran the bleachers, which was really, really hard. I'm incredibly out of shape right now. So it was good. I like to be physically fit at some point. I mean, you know, I've kind of lost that in the last 6 years or so, but hey, whatever.
I'm laughing at the fact that all three of us did it incorrectly. We did the hand thing to cheat track and
That's
field. Like,
What
I
about
only
you,
did it because I
Jared?
do my feet and people can't see it because of the desk.
Oh,
I just
incredibly fast.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
What about you? What do you like to do besides eat pizzazz pizzas? Jack's Pizza's
Jack's
on
Pizza on my
pizzazz.
pizzazz. I play Dungeons and Dragons a lot of tabletop RPGs. I think that made that pretty clear a lot of times. I'm sure I have other hobbies.
Like collecting games in every 3DS, or sorry, every DS ever made.
Yeah, I do collect a lot of games.
Anything else? Like anything we don't know about Jared? Because we knew about David.
Anything we don't know? I don't know. I did all the theater stuff back in the day, the improv comedy.
Which you'll be doing at MagFest.
Yeah, look forward to that.
What about you, Chad?
Okay,
If you think of something, fire back.
I'm a boring person.
Just fire back at any time, Jared.
Micah, you just caused Jared to question his life. But no,
It's all right.
I skate when I can find the time. Not so much lately, but I've been trying to get back into it, especially now that it's not like blazing heat death outside.
Let me interject something real quick,
Sure.
and it's something that I said and something you just said right now. Once you get past college, it's really hard to do the things you like to do. So just enjoy it.
Whoa there! Man, this is a depressing question.
Just enjoy
I thought
it.
this was gonna be fun. Be like, hey, yeah, you know,
Just enjoy
I
it.
play guitar, I like to skate a little bit, and it's like, I'm a boring person, and all my fun is gone.
Just enjoy it. That's all. And then when you have a girlfriend or a wife, then your time just goes straight down the crapper.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
However, you do get to do some dick stabbing.
So it's really
Yeah, I
like,
brought
what-
it back.
It's like trading a bunch of hobbies for one really awesome one. So Snake and Carnal Admin asks a video question, and here it is.
Oh, hey, ScrewAttack, I didn't see you there. I had a question for you anyways. Has there ever been a game that comes out and everybody's just hooting and hollering about how much fun it is, but when you play it, it's just not really your cup of tea?
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3.
Yep.
Actually, there's a bunch of other ones too.
I appreciate him dressing up as Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist.
It's quality. I also appreciate his, oh hey, I didn't see you there. I always love those.
Modern Warfare 3. Any of the God of War games. I know they're good.
Did it really? God of War?
I can't get into those. Yeah.
Weird.
I never got into Morrowind or Oblivion. Damn if I didn't try, but never got into those.
I couldn't get into Oblivion. Like Morrowind was shit though. I love Morrowind.
I hear you guys just constantly just boning over Skyrim, and I edited that review, and it didn't look very good to me. It didn't like.
Yeah, so it's watching is like
Well,
but when you play
but-
it,
It's good.
you can do whatever you want.
I
Whatever
guess.
you want.
I mean,
So like, it depends on how you play. Like, do you want to go through all the quests? Cool. If not, do you like stealing shit? You can make your own game of just going around and stealing everything and becoming a complete badass.
it's like a giant.
only stealing
Well, isn't
everything.
that kind of what you do in like World of Warcraft? You can do whatever you want in World of Warcraft, and you can.
No, you can't steal anything. Like World of Warcraft, like that's all quest based. You're all limited. I mean, like you do raids and stuff, but this is like a total free world where you do whatever and you can do any choice. I mean, like, so I can walk up and be like, oh man, this person's really pivotal to the story. I can kill you.
So your answer is Skyrim.
Skyrim Infamous. I was never a big fan of Infamous. A lot of people really
Yeah.
freaked out about Infamous.
I played the first one. I always thought it was okay.
It seemed like, you know what it reminded me of? He's like all the lightning powers and such. And it reminded me of every time he hit the ground and he did some sort of like lightning pulse. It reminded me of Glacius in Killer Instinct, where he hits the ground and it just goes boom, boom, boom.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but between that and what was the other game that came out? Prototype. It came out right then.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of it. I wasn't a big fan of really either. I thought Prototype was cool, but I didn't buy it. It's a fun game, but I think a lot of people drooled over those two games a lot, and they were okay. You know, it's just not my cup of tea. So.
For me, I'm probably gonna catch a lot of hate.
Oh my
but,
god! Don't say it. Don't say it, man.
Final Fantasy.
Oh my god.
Like, I even.
Yeah, 13 is the worst.
No, I know. But like, I don't know. Like, I like RPGs, and everyone's always just been like, Final Fantasy is it when it comes to RPGs, you know? And I'm like, I don't know. I never got into it. And even the other day, I tried to go back and like start playing like my PlayStation. I bought it used, and it has 12 on it, right? So I was like, oh, I started doing that. And I started playing 12, and I was just like, wasn't getting into it. I don't know. Something about Final Fantasy that just never did it for me. So.
Yep. What else?
Flishwap asks, which new character would you like to see in the new Super Mario Bros. Game for the Wii U?
Which new character?
Super Smash Bros. Game, sorry.
Oh, I was like, what?
I don't know.
Well, that's tough because you never know how they're gonna pull characters in. And, you know.
I'm going to assume just Nintendo characters, and not third parties. Because if you do third party, it'd be way too easy. Bionic Commando, Simon Belmont,
Yeah.
Mega Man.
I'd like
Yeah.
to see Toad as a playable character.
Be his own guy.
Toad?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be awesome.
Or Little Mac from Punch Out. That'd be fun. But although he can't really do much other than punch up.
Yeah, I think Birdo would be kind of cool because it would be like the Yoshi element, but had projectiles. So like,
I can
don't
see
know,
that.
It would just be different.
The Elite Beat Agents.
What about any other the other
Kung Fu, the guy from Kung Fu guy.
Yeah, but he wasn't from.
Kung Fu guy.
But he wasn't from Nintendo. He was.
Oh, you're right.
Nintendo, wasn't it?
Yeah, no.
Kung Fu?
Nintendo didn't
I
make
thought it was. Are you sure?
No, it was the same company that made Super Ninja Baseball Batman.
Oh, really?
Same company,
Ninja Baseball Batman.
whatever it is. Yeah,
Whatever it is?
yeah.
Okay.
Kung Fu Master.
Damn,
whatever.
Kung Fu guy would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Just the plan.
What about just Donkey Kong? No, Donkey Kong is in. What about? I'm sorry. The original, like Cranky Kong.
Cranky?
That'd be interesting. I guess maybe he's really slow but really
Only his
powerful.
old, like Donkey Kong Country, Cranky Kong.
Yeah,
He's like
exactly.
really old. And like,
Yeah, I think
beats the
it's,
shit out of
Yeah, he'd
people
be a
with
viable
his
fighter.
cane. That'd be fun.
Maybe he has, like,
no,
some-
I think it'd be hilarious.
I would like to see at least 300 more Pokemon, because there's not enough of that Smash Bros.
what if they just made another Pokemon Smash Brothers?
And people would buy the crap out of
Pokemon
it.
Smash? Oh my god.
What about any sort of F-Zero characters you guys would like to see?
Well, they got Captain Falcon, so it's.
The only other person they could have besides Captain Falcon would be like Samurai Goro,
Yeah.
which they had as an assist trophy.
All right,
Well,
the debate could go on forever.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
That's it for foreign questions. So now we have birthdays. The challenge last week was probably the easiest one that Craig has ever given. Just dress up as a cosplay. So pretty
Yep.
much dress up as anything.
Do we get any pervs things? Because some people emailed me and they're like, "Be careful what you wish for, Craig."
No, we didn't get anything bad.
Okay.
In fact, we're gonna start out pretty freaking awesome. First up, we have G1 Stanky9, who is getting dangerous as Darkwing Duck.
I like that he doesn't have the beak. He just has a hat.
So he covered his face.
He
Like,
just has a hat and a cape, and that means Darkwing Duck.
but I like the rooftop pose or the balcony pose.
It's true. He is on a balcony, which I
In
appreciate.
broad
Yeah.
daylight.
Exactly. Hey, Darkwing Duck always has to fight crime, not just at night. Noble Temp is up next, and he is Afro Samurai.
Oh, awesome.
Everybody loves afros and
Yeah,
samurais. So.
he did a really good job. Like the afro looks really good.
That's
Nice.
pretty sweet.
Yep, yep. Then we have, this one's awesome. Okay, So we all know G1 Coyote. He won the hoodie design contest last year. Really awesome guy. Well, his son was just born, like this week or whatever. So since it's his birthday, he has photoshopped him as baby Goku.
Pretty amazing.
And he already has a G1 name. His son is Little 8-Bit, which he took after the naming suggestion that we did on SideScrollers. So.
That poor kid's gonna be known as Little Goku the rest of his life.
It's pretty awesome. Oh, okay. Next up, it's either Jonas or Jonas Kramvik, who couldn't dress up as anime characters, so he turned himself into one.
Well, that's the terrifying thing I've seen today. I don't.
Pretty amazing.
I appreciate that one a lot. And then last up, we have Dead Panda Hat, who is L from Death Note.
Nice.
Yep.
All right.
So, good times. That's it. Congrats on existing, guys. Which means we need a new challenge.
We do need a new challenge. Once again, you want to make sure you get all your forum questions and stuff in. Make sure you do that in the ScrewAttack forums.
Yep, which there'll be a link.
Where Chad checks too. Let's do a quick recap of some of the things we've hit on today. We hit on...
Dick stabbing.
Yes,
Hungry
Jared.
Hippos.
Hungry Hippos.
Modern Warfare 3.
And the lack of toilet paper and such.
I don't know. I don't want anything to come from this.
All right. Let's go. You know what? I'll tell you what. Next week is the Thanksgiving episode, so you need to dress up as pilgrims. That's what you need to dress up as. Some sort of pilgrim.
Or Indians. Come on.
Nope, pilgrims. That's it.
And for our overseas viewers,
only pilgrims. That's it. You need to Google pilgrim, find the most ridiculous, over-the-top thing that you can find, and find the most stereotypical pilgrim outfit you can find. And I need you to dress up like a pilgrim. Pilgrims were the people who came, whatever.
Don't even
Google
try.
it. Yeah. Just go and dress up like a pilgrim. Even if you're from Europe, you can celebrate Thanksgiving with us crazy Americans. And it'll be great times.
especially you people in England when we rebelled against.
I know. I was like, if you're ever there, just look really sad.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Here we go. I got it. If you're from America, dress up as pilgrims. If you're from England, dress up like I'm just imagining some like royalty.
No. What?
Why are you shaking your head?
Because we know something bad's coming.
You don't want me to say it? All right. And now you'll never know. I don't even know what a Huguenot is, Brian. What is a Huguenot? Do you know what a Huguenot is?
It's fine. You're great.
Do you know what a Huguenot is?
I'll tell you later.
Well, that's it for SideScrollers.
Hold on, I'm finding what Huguenots
You're
is.
Googling.
I want to see how you try and spell it.
Huguenots. Huguenot. Were members of the Protestant Reformed Church of France during the 16th and How the fuck is anybody supposed to know that, Brian? What are they?
If I know their history, they should know their history too.
What is this? Yeah, dress up like this guy, John Calvin.
You know who John Calvin is, right?
He's the guy who started the Huguenots, I guess. I don't know. I'm looking at Wikipedia.
And
right
SideScrollers! End it now!
Who the fuck's John Calvin?
He was a Huguenot.
Dress like John Calvin. He's got a big ass beard. I could be saying something bad. I don't know it right now.
All right. No, this you're not saying.
That's SideScrollers for this week. Hey, I'm Craig.
I'm Chad.
I'm Jared.
For those of you who are Advantage members, stick around for Advantage content. SideScrollers Extended Cut. We'll see you guys next week for another wild and wacky adventure of SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. Bye-bye. John Calvin.